Hey there, YouTube. It's Kurt here. Today we're going to talk about Different Dimension Ground and why I think this is a very underrated card right now. Now, a lot of people in their side deck, especially with their side decks to OTK strategies, they put Artifact, Scythe, and Sanctum in their side deck so that if they're forced to go first, they kind of have a blowout card for their opponents. But there are several weaknesses of using this in your side deck. If you use this, A, it can be ashed. B, you can draw your Garnet, and if your opponent doesn't destroy your back row, well, then Artifact Scythe can't even get on the field. Those are just two weaknesses, and the third weakness here is price. The price on these cards isn't as cheap as it probably could be. Whereas I'm going to talk about Different Dimension Ground. Different Dimension Ground, you can get a playset for under $1. That's how cheap the card is. And let's look at the top meta strategies right now. If we use YGO Scope as our base here, we can see that Salamangreat, Spiral are all on top of the meta right now. And a lot of people are also seem to be playing Dinos and Heroes and things like Orcust. So one common thing that all of these have is that yeah, they all just lose to Different Dimension Ground. So with all of these things in mind, why would we not play it over Artifact Scythe? Really, the only advantage that Scythe has over these cards is that Scythe could just be a big beater. That's about the only advantage it has. If you have if you have Different Dimension Ground, all of a sudden you don't have to think about Red Reboot, you don't have to think about Gamma, you don't have to think about it getting impermed, anything of that nature. You can just shotgun it on their draw phase, and basically they just lose one turn. And if you play a deck like mine, where you kind of want them to have a monster on the field, well, that's pretty good too. If you're planning a Salamangreat, you wait till they get their normal summon. On their normal summon, then you activate Different Dimension Ground, and then you are kind of off to the races from there. Really, I don't think there's any reason you would play actually the Scythe engine over this, and this is a really good tech that I think will be good in this format and many formats to come. So I'm not going to talk extended about this. Those are the points I wanted to make. Hopefully you give this card a try, and I'll be back with more videos. Peace, guys.